Okay, YouTube, welcome back to Arak's Archives. I'm Arak your host. I've been up all night studying on how to make logos, how to make intro screens, get something up there for y'all by next time maybe. We got 20 slabs we got to get through. We got 2 medium boxes. We got the Gloomhaven, and we're giving away a free slab next Monday. So hopefully by then I'll have this all put together. Everybody's being fed. We finally got some groceries in here after a month of being sequestered. And I got to tell you, it was just in time. Okay? So enjoy until I get a screen for you. All right, just in time, right? So, let's get these lights off. Okay, much better. There we go. And turn this down to something. That's way too much. I'm giving away all my secrets. All right. I know nobody was here really for the first part, but to refresh, I'd sent in 30 slabs actually. A friend talked me into doing it after spending a year on the forums with the CBC, CBCS, and on the other side with the CGC people. I mean, some of the regular people out there, great people. I love them. We did Secret Santa together. We exchanged gifts. They even sent stuff for Crystal. I mean, really a lot of good people out there. I was curious, though, that could you have friendship with someone and after 25 years of saying, you know what, I don't get it. I don't get why, because we put a slab on this, okay, and graded it, and you want to recoup that cost. I get that. But suddenly, 2 books that are totally identical, this one is supposed to be for $1,500, and that one's for $500. Yeah. Plus, it defeats the purpose of what's in here. If this was a poster, if this was a sports card that we were trying to protect, something, yeah, I could see it. But by the very nature of what this is, a book that we read, and I've heard people say, well, just go buy another one, buy a reader copy. Okay, we're not even going to go into that. Anyway, that's a little bit of history. Arak Zantara came around since 1995. Yeah, 25 years. Wow, long time he's been around. And never been a real big advocate of this system. The biggest things I have to worry about here, you guys have to worry maybe cold, extreme cold when we were up in Alaska. Silverfish, rodents, things like that. Mine is ultraviolet light, okay? And I'm sure a lot of you share that. I have to get these blackout curtains in here to keep any ultraviolet light out of here and things like that, because this whole thing back here, that was just done for you guys. People do it for many different reasons, and we'll go into that later. Maybe when we're doing some teaching or something like that. Anyway, let me prepare here. The lights. I got more lights, so. But I have been up all night, so I'm not trying to be cool. All right, this was the first book, and yeah, that's a pretty good spot right there, except for those lights behind you. See if we can get those off. There we go. All right, so just to refresh, no pages missing in any of these books. They've all, they haven't had anything cut out. All the staples are there. All the covers are attached. This is a Nova #1. And by their definition, it has white pages. And Arak got a 5 on this one. Yay! All right. We got She-Hulk, Same thing, same exact condition. No pages out, no anything, no tears. Oh, a 5.5 on this one, because we like the She-Hulk. Oh, my high score. Who doesn't remember this awesome book? This one and The Killing Joke. I mean, you can't think of the 80s without thinking of these, right? When you see them. This is probably my highest score I'll ever get. Of course, it's because I'm going to rip these all open, have a giant bonfire, cook everyone a steak, and call it a day. All right, Spider-Man, Peter Parker 101, Spectacular Spider. Look at that. An 8. One of my favorite comics ever, New Teen Titans. Number 1. Same condition as before. This is probably, out of all of these, this is probably the one that had the, because I know there was a small stain on this one. You can kind of see it through over here. Just a little bit of it right there. But yeah, 4.0. Yeah, that looks like a real 4.0, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. All right, look at that one. Spider-Man. Amazing. It's McFarlane. It's right after 300 up there. Beautiful book, huh? 8.5. I told you. I think I have 3 of these in there. So, spoiler alert. It's as high as you're going to see for Arak. Now, this book is, I have to double check. I think this one kind of got mixed in with this group. I don't know. I think this was just a straight out purchase, so I can't really count this one. But just in case. Everybody knows this one. I have 2 of them. They're Death of Jean Grey. Let's see. Yeah. Can you see that? Wow. Yeah, I know. It's kind of hard to get it through the thing. But, again, it's the highest score you're going to see for me. And the last one, I believe. Yeah, the New Mutants. Really excited about this movie they're coming out with. Number 1. Yep, oh yeah. White pages. Uh-huh. Yeah, I looked at this one. I said, wow, man, there must be all kind of damage on this one, huh? It wasn't. 8.5. As high as you'll ever see. Number 2. Big Daddy in the background and his son. It was interesting how they made that character a female for the series. And he poked out her eye. Anyway, supposed to be a great and glorious book. When you got a mint copy of it, or a near mint, or hell, anything other than a 4.5. Yeah. Okay. Oh, as you can see, I think Elektra is the shit. Frank Miller at his best. Daredevil 168, the introduction of Miss Elektra Nachos. Very sexy. Very, very sexy. A sexy woman that kicks ass in martial arts. What more could I ask for, right? Perfect. Kind of like this spine here. Yeah. Spine's torn to shreds, isn't it? Yeah, so much so it got a 3 on my known favorite book. One of them, anyway. Monsieur Moon Knight, Mr. Four Personality himself. I was almost willing to bet money when somebody told me they were going to make Moon Knight a Disney product. I was like, wait a second, we talking about the Moon Knight? The guy whose one personality is a psychopathic killer, and he will chop you up into little pieces and not even think twice about it. That Moon Knight? 7.0. Wow. Yeah, there'll be no 9s for you, Mr. Arak. Go to bed without your dinner. Secret Wars #1. The storytelling on this one was extremely exciting, and the way they incorporated the characters. Of course, once you got a little older and you realize that the whole reason they did Secret Wars was to promote the villains and heroes toy lines. Well, I don't know, it kind of took something away. Not much though. Black Panther, beautiful, beautiful, lovely. A lot of exposure, but sadly not a very good grade. 6.0. Crisis on Infinite Earth, the answer across the bow for DC to the Secret Wars. This one, #7, is the death of Supergirl, and it was a very pivotal moment. Now, Supes has gotten over her already being dead. He's crying because of the atrocious score they gave this perfect book. Oh, yes. The Judas Contract. Boy, it feels like that, doesn't it? When you got a 5.5. The #1 to the Crisis on Infinite Earth, spectacular. And man, I tried really hard. I was looking for ticks and stuff. I was just like, wow, maybe it's the pain. I don't know. You know? Yeah. Clearly, dog chewed it up. Sorry, guys. I'm just kidding, man. My security's about to revolt. Are you kidding me? Really? Wow. Booster Gold #1. This guy, he's something, isn't he? Very flamboyant. He has no confidence problems whatsoever, huh? Look at it. First exciting issue, 5.0. That's right, 5.0. What was your name? Arak Zantara. Okay. Now this one is interesting because this ROM right here, first issue, okay, is exactly like that ROM right there, which is, they were both still in the poly bag, had never been opened, had never been read, had never been mistreated or mishandled or anything. So why? How do you justify that? There's nothing. This one I could kind of get, okay? Black covers, a little rough and all, but a 6, okay, maybe. But my last one here. First time we ever bought 2 comic books. One for my sister, one for me. $6 Million Man. This was called the painted cover. It's supposed to look like this. It's supposed to have this sandstone coloring to it. It went right into a safety deposit box in a locked bag. As you can tell by looking at staples on this thing, for a book that's this old. Yeah, 6.5. This was my okay. I mean, you see those? Look how crisp those corners are. Look at that. Look at that corner. And again, perfect. Not a touch of rusting or oxidation, which it should have started actually, because the news pulp that they made these with all the way up to 1990, they're designed to destroy themselves. Yeah, they're not going to last very long. 70 years, 80, maybe 90 with some treatment we have now. 100, I don't know. Anyway, that was the books. If you did score long, or if you were shocked or surprised or whatever, for poor old Rock, don't worry. I have a good buddy. And after I crack all these open and build the bonfire with plastic and everything, he, who shall remain nameless for this, is going to submit them to CGC. And we're going to see what they say about it with no type of Mike Rediker or Roxanne Tara history. Okay? All right. So it'd be interesting to see what happens there. We have 2 boxes. Unfortunately, I have to talk poorly and give a warning. The first one, actually the second one, yeah, it was this one. I saw these people. They were a new seller. They were doing business, and it was the first time. I'd never done business with them before, and so I bought into I think it was 8 or 9 lots, little small ones, for a grand total of 29 books, and the internet fee was there. Everything was just as always. So I just went right through it. Now, unbeknownst to me, hidden down in their contract supposedly somewhere, was the hidden charge of $8 added on top of $18 for $26 in shipping for a priority mail medium flat rate box, because we all know that this costs $26 to ship, don't we? So when I called her, Merchants Wares was the name of the company selling that night. And when I called, I believe this is her here, Rebecca Kindergan. Yeah. She said, no. We charge shipping and handling, and then we charge a $8 fee on top of that for handling. And then she changed that later to say, no, the $8 was for the box. I said, well, ma'am, actually, these are given to you. They don't cost anything. Which is it? And she hung up on me. So, there you have it. Buyer beware. Do what you got to do. All right. That's it, huh? Okay. Let's see what we got. Really? Wow. Huh. I think, yeah. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Dirt magazine. Came with a cassette. I still have some of these over there under that desk over there. Yeah. Venom, number 2. Daredevil, guest starring Deathlock, Part 2, number 8, the annual, 64-pager. Not in bad condition. Not at all. Wolverine, 66. This was all one lot right here, and then the X-Force with the cards in the back that we all know, number 1, because hey, they're number 1. All right, the original Ghost Rider, number 2. Very not bad at all, actually. Number 5. I'll take it from someone who doesn't really know how to pack comics and who's never going to get any more of my business anyway. Number 3. Ghost Rider, the original 7 and 8. Nice. All right. Interesting. I don't think the Thors did so well in the explanation. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Can you see that? I don't know if you can really get in there. That spine's having a hell of a time. One wrong pull, it could be all over with. Sweet baby Jesus. Ah! Yeah. Yeah, I think the description was definitely lacking. But let's see if I can treat it. Put a little moisture back into it. Just a little, just the right amount. Because that's where I live. Now this, if you lived somewhere where, you know, there's a high humidity and stuff like that, you could just set them out. But these are very dirty. They're very, very dirty. And I did wipe down the boxes with the Clorox wipes before I opened them up so that I wouldn't risk bringing something in, just in case you could, to Crystal once again. Because I was trying to explain that to somebody today. They were like, "You guys haven't had groceries for a month?" I said, "No, but it wasn't like we were, you know, about to go into panic mode or anything like that, because you know, we've prepared for some other natural disasters and things." 25, the Thor. Look at that. 225. Corner torn out. Oh well, I'll clean these up. These will make nice donations to the kids. By the time I get done cleaning them up, I'll send them over there to MD Anderson or to the cancer ward, or to Memorial City over here. Sorry. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Wow. I guess too much talking. Not enough sleeping. What if Spider-Man, Uncle Ben, had lived? Yeah, remember I kind of bought into a few of these what ifs that were available. What if Spider-Man had kept his 6 arms? Number 42. What do you think? Huh? Well, he would have been handy. What if someone else besides Spider-Man had been bitten by the radioactive spider? Like Mary Jane? Gwen? J. Jonah Jameson? I don't know. What if Spider-Man had rescued Gwen Stacy? Now, that's just cruel right there. That's just cruel. For those of us that were actually there that day, 121. Yeah, for those that don't know, Amazing Spider-Man 121. Very pivotal book in the industry. What if Loki had found the hammer of Thor? Number 47. And what if the Beast and the Thing continued to mutate? Yeah, probably not one of their better ideas, huh? But this. What if the Hulk went berserk? Sweet baby Jesus. Oh, God. Hulk smash the Avengers. It's the eloquence in which he communicates, being the linguistic master that he is. Hulk smash Avengers. All right. And we mustn't forget the last two. Huntress number 1. And what is this? Oh, Tank Girl. That's right. It's a what is it? A1 book 6. Tank Girl. What was that girl's name? She played her in the movies. The one that was the girlfriend to Keanu Reeves in Point Break. That was her. All right. Well, there you have it. And look, we got all these nice plastic sleeves. Okay. Nice. So it really bothers me, you know. It's a shame. Shame people have to act that way. They lost a pretty good customer though. Who knows? They may have lost more than just me. Because I've talked to a few people since then and gave them the heads up. And they were like, man, this is wrong, you know. Because legally, what was done, you couldn't say anything because, yes, it was down, hidden in the contract. But I've been buying there for a long time and no one else was doing that. Okay. And so it's still on me, though, for not reading each individual seller's contract. But they pretty much all subscribe to the same selling methods. A few of them are crazy. You know, they try and do that crazy 16 through 20% fee. And in fact, there's the twin brothers I talked to that were just starting out. He said someone had told them to do that because that's how we met. I sent him an email or a communication. I said, I'd love to buy from you and everything, but I won't buy for over 15. This is from our boy Biggies from the New York Warriors. Arak. Congrats, DC lot. Good packing, brother. Appreciate you, man. Anybody remember what I got? The blue painter's tape is used in lieu of Scotch tape and other tapes because when you're handling comics, I don't care how much experience you have, one time, one way, you're going to be pulling them out and you're going to forget or lose your concentration, and that Scotch tape is going to attach itself and rip that cover or rip that page, and God, it will piss you off. I know it does me every single time. I did it just the other day. Damn it. That's why you should get the proper amount of sleep. All right, our DC lot. Very good job of flipping them and shipping them. Awesome job, Biggies. We got Joker, Year of the Villain. That's a good book. Batman Beyond. Notice the difference in the condition, the way the books were put together, the way they were packed, the way they were shipped. It's like night and day, huh? I mean, this is the kind of person that you feel confident buying from again because they love the hobby just as much as you do. Batman Beyond Universe. Good looking books. Just beautiful books. Nothing, not a breath wrong. Nothing out of place. The Max and Arkham Dreams, Sam Keith. Yeah, there you go. See if I can get it in there a little better. Yeah, nice. All right. Oh, yeah. We all know this one. And the last one, Batman Beyond Universe, Justice Lords Beyond. All right. Good looking books, Biggies. We appreciate you, man. We still got quite a bit more here. Look at Biggies. He does all the right things. All the right things. Loyalty in this industry, because people think, certain people I've encountered over the years, they think, man, you know, I sell all over the world. Yeah, well, you might, but I can promise you this pond is smaller than you think it is. And word gets out. You treat people poorly, it's going to come back on you. It's going to cost you. If your entire motivation is just $1, it's going to eventually bite you. Shogun Warriors. Still 35 cents. Look at that, huh? Oh, look. And look how nice they've already graded it for old Uncle Mike. Arak. so I don't have to hurt myself, you know. Shogun Warriors, number 9. Good looking book. Good looking books. Just, I never doubted it for a second either with Biggies. I knew they were going to show up looking beautiful, packed safely. Amazing Spider-Man, 20 cent, and who is that green guy? He looks miffed. You know that one I was showing you the other day as one of my favorite covers and the Marvel Fanfare. I love those. Voltron, number 1. Okay. G.I. Joe Transformers 2 and 4. I never did get deep into the G.I. Joes. I think it's because my best friend and I, when we lived out in the country on the ranch, we each had a G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. That was our big thing. The Adventures of Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty. Very nice. Very nice. I'm very happy to get both of these. Very happy. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right. Let's get this one knocked out and we'll be done with the books for the day. All right? What was that? Did you see that? No, I'm not hallucinating. Uh-oh. Yay. There we go. All right. I like your style, Biggies. I think the only thing that's different is I use the mil-spec envelope when I wrapped it initially. And that's only because of how tough it is and it's waterproof. But so is this. Awesome job. Awesome job. All right. Arak DC lot. Look at that, huh? Woo! Beautiful Supergirl, huh? And here's the 20. Look at. All right, and 17. Helping the little girl. I like this cover. The dog, see, getting saved. Now this one says electrifying issue. It took me, I think, 14 times of looking at this cover to see the word electrifying issue. Okay. I really like this one. This is a beautiful one. Kind of got that whole, ode to Superman ripping off the shirt thing. All right. Oh yeah, nope. Looking back over the shoulder, sunlight hitting it. Just beautiful artwork. Beautiful. Mm-hmm. And here's a little change up. And the last two is this one. I don't remember buying this one, Biggies. This must be a freebie you threw in when I turned it over, I was like, wow! Oh, God. Yeah, I feel like I'm on Sesame Street. Which one of these things don't go with the other? Which one of these doesn't belong? All right, what do we got here? Home of the New York Warriors. I'll just set that right there with the rest of the cards I have from you. There we go. All right. All right, we're almost done. I think on that Gloomhaven, after I tell you about the giveaway for the slab, I think I'm going to hold off on that. ROM number 1. Look at that. We covered it up there, and then on the mine didn't do so well. Maybe if I send it in under Biggie's name, I'll get a little better. Look at this book. Look how perfect that is. Yeah, that's a gorgeous annual. Gorgeous. Spider-Man Annual #1 USA Trade Dress Variant Edition by the Clayton Crane, limited to 1,000 copies. This was 160. Oh, look at that Venom, #7. You know, in 1991, when the industry made the change from news pulp into the higher end paper and stuff, everybody was so excited. You know, they didn't factor in how much extra weight it was going to be and the extra costs. Because I mean, in a very short amount of time, we went from 75 cents to $5. Of course, I was out by then. I love this cover. I think everybody likes this one with the Hulk and the Wolverine in their tux. Here's a continuation. Hulk's about to go off. Look at that. And last but not least, we got the Classic X-Men #2 and the Uncanny X-Men 131 with the White Queen. Very iconic, at least for my generation. All right. Again, Biggie, thank you so much. Love all of these. And that's great. All right, so we're gonna mess with the... we'll unbox this tomorrow. This is Gloomhaven, for those that don't know it. Just real quick. It's a desktop game that probably weighs about 50 or 60 pounds, to be honest. It's one of the top 10 board games in the country right now. And it's a combination of strategy, role-playing, see the figures, different characters and dungeons and type things, but it's much more... supposed to be a much easier than, like, say, you know, trying to learn Dungeons and Dragons in one evening. You're supposed to be able to take the rule book, spend about 30 minutes setting everything up and going over it, and then go from there. I'm really interested to see what all's in here other than the rule book. And we'll take a look at that. Like I said before, one of these slabs is going to get a brand new home next Monday, 6 o'clock. For the most referrals to the site that sub up, you win a free slabbed book. And then if you like, you can take and crack yours open too. All right. So that's all I have right now. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay alive, and stay hopeful. Good night, everyone. What did I do? Here we go. And hurry up and get that intro and outro screen and logo and all that stuff.